The Yankees gave this guy $1 million 3 days ago. They made him throw 25 pitches, he didn't give up a single run, and then they cut him. The Rockies are calling up one of the most highly touted pitching prospects we've seen in quite some time. The Yankees, they still have those torpedo bats and Jazz. I mean, he looks like the second coming of Barry Bonds with that new bat in his hands. The Red Sox might actually have a superstar on their hands in Christian Campbell and Alex Bregman. Man, he's looked good over the last few days. So we'll talk about all of that and more in today's recap, and don't forget that recap is brought to you by SeatGeek. Use code Fuzzy to save 20 bucks off. And if you think you have high baseball IQ, put it to the test on Underdog Fantasy. All you have to do is download using code Fuzzy, and just to put this out there, make sure you guys always play responsibly. Let's talk about that Yankees crazy roster move. So we know that Adam Ottavino used to be a Yankee. He signed with the Red Sox over the offseason, but he didn't make the squad. So the Yankees, they picked him up 3 days ago. They gave him about $1 million. He did pitch for them. He had 2 strikeouts over an inning and a third, and the Yankees said, okay, that's fine. Devin Williams is coming back from paternity leave. Your services are no longer required. He got paid $1 million to throw 25 pitches, and he wasn't even bad. He didn't give up a single run. I just wanted to tell you guys about that. I'm not saying it's funny, but that's a lot of money to not throw a lot of pitches. We'll show the Yankees game right after this because I forgot to mention that Aaron Judge also got in on the home run action, but the Reds, they did something that we haven't seen since 1960. Cortes, he's trying to bounce back. We're talking about Nestor, by the way, after the Yankees baptized them. He had a couple strikeouts. In the first, he escaped a big jam, striking out Ellie to end the third inning. Nick Lodolo was fantastic, but he botched his own gem. He missed the catch at first, so now the other team gets an extra out, and Sal Frelick shouldn't have even been up because, as you can see, he is up, and that is an RBI single with 2 outs. There should have been 3. That was it for both teams. Nestor Cortes went 6 scoreless. He does bounce back. He only allowed 1 base hit, and he leaves with 6 strikeouts. Jackson Chourio, he had a tough read off the bat, but he makes up for it with a diving grab. That catch helped Milwaukee shut out Cincinnati again. The Reds have lost 3 straight games, 1-0. That hasn't happened since 1960. Milwaukee, their pitching staff is looking a lot better after giving up like 900 home runs to the torpedo bearded Bronx Bombers, and let's talk about them now. Before the game, Giancarlo Stanton said, "We're the Yankees. We do not get swept at home." So the Yankees, they're on the verge of being swept. Aaron Judge, that's his 5th of the year. He said, "We're not getting swept either." He also had some history in this game, so that's his 500th career base hit. He's the 3rd fastest Yankee ever, I think behind Lou Gehrig and Joe DiMaggio, just crazy names. He also became the 2nd player ever with 5 home runs and 15 RBIs in the first 6 games of a season, joining Babe Ruth. Trent Grisham put a charge into this RBI double. That's his first of 2 really loud swings, and he's about to get loud again. That's his 2nd one right there, a long 2-run blast. I like Alex Verdugo, but it's kind of crazy that they barely gave Trent a chance in 2024, and I guess, to be fair, when he did get his chance, he wasn't very good, but he is an insane defender with some crazy pop. There's another RBI for Judge, so that's the 15th RBI of the season. He then stole a bag because he's Aaron Judge. He wanted to, but he didn't need to because Jazz crushed his 4th home run of the season in 52 games in pinstripes. Jazz has 19 home runs and a 141 OPS plus dating back to last year. The Diamondbacks, they're rallying. Perdomo had never hit a home run as a right-handed hitter in his entire big league career, so of course it comes in Yankee Stadium with that short porch, and it's a grand slam, so he really made it count. Luke Weaver came in after that and shut the door for his first save of 2025. But obviously now that Adam Ottavino has been yeeted off the team and Devin Williams is back, he's not going to get a lot more save chances for the rest of the year. Maybe a couple, but not a ton. Bregman is on the board. Who knows if that ball leaves, if the Orioles didn't do an Uno reverse and bring the wall back in. Baltimore, they're going to have to live with it, but also they get to take advantage of it as well. That is Alex's first as a Red Sox, and Cedric, no, not Diggory, Mullins, he is so back this year. That's 3 home runs and 11 RBIs already. He's batting .310 or something like that. He also has a few stolen bases as well, with some pretty special web gems already. He's going into a walk year, so, I mean, this is a contract season. Speaking of contracts, this Campbell kid, he just got a new contract, an extension, and he might have undersold himself. $60 million for 8 years. He's leading the American League in base hits. He's got 2 home runs and a 500 on base through 7 games. He has a hit in every single game. The Orioles, they made a little bit of a comeback, but Triston Casas is a big boy. After Bregman doubled, Casas, he teed off for Boston's 2nd 2-run tater of the afternoon, and Bregman, there's another extra base hit. 3 extra base hits, 3 RBIs. The Orioles, they fall to 3-4, but there is some good news. Gunnar Henderson, he should be back today. So I wanted to tell all of my Orioles fans, and if you have them in fantasy. I call this guy the Thanos of Major League Baseball. I know that Aaron Judge and Ohtani exist, but Matt Wallner has Aaron Judge level bat speeds and exit velocity, so I try to come up with a cool nickname to get people to pay attention. If Matt Wallner stays healthy, I mean, he's going to go crazy. That was a healthy hack off the bat of Matt, and Correa, he grounded a ball for the RBI. Byron Buxton, he's still in bags, which is huge for the Twins' success. They got to use the run game more often. I know that injuries are at stake, but come on, make it happen. Because look, Trevor Larnach showed why it's so important. I don't know if Byron Buxton scores on that rocket base hit right there. Christian Walker, he launched a baseball, his first as an Astro, and now the Astros are going back-to-back. Jeremy Pena is swinging a hot bat in the cold, cold Minnesota air. The Astros are right back in it, and is that a walk? Brendan Rodgers, who came from the Rockies, we know that he was DFA'd or something like that. He had a really nice game. That's probably a double play if the infield was in, but again, because of that balk, they were playing infield in. Hunter Brown, he's been so nasty over the last few months, dating back to the second half of last year. 8 strikeouts, no walks over 6. Brendan Rodgers, he tacked on another RBI base knock. He had a huge 3-hit, 3 RBI game, just like Alex Bregman, who is also on a new franchise, so it's nice to see these guys flourishing in a brand new place. I hate to say it, guys, but this is the final game from yesterday. MLB schedules can be really weird and finicky sometimes, but don't forget about the web gems and also Chase Dollander, who got called up. We'll talk about that after this. The Rockies starting pitching has been insane. Sensatella, he makes a nice little play to keep things scoreless. The call was overturned. He got Schwarber. Colorado Rockies starting pitchers have combined for 5 earned runs over 6 games. They have a 1.35 ERA in 33 innings. This next run is not an earned run because Mickey Moniak dropped it. So Antonio Sensatella does give up a run. Yes, Harper takes full advantage, but again, that was an unearned run. Taijuan, he was so good. 6 scoreless with 4 strikeouts? Hello? What if he's back in business? Schwarber, Schwarbombs were back in business as well. 445 feet to the Hubble telescope. He's batting .310 with 4 home runs. Both teams, they tacked on another, so it's 3. Whoa. Bases loaded in the 9th. The Rockies are threatening. Tyler Freeman chases, and Brenton Doyle whiffs. So Jose Alvarado, he escapes that little jam that he put himself in. The Phillies are 5-1, and shockingly, despite the fact that the Rockies have been really good with their starting pitching, they're 1-5. But things are about to get a little bit better. Maybe the vibes of Colorado are about to flip because they're calling up 23-year-old flamethrower Chase Dollander, who had a 2.5 ERA last year with an insane 12.9. Let's just round up and say 13 strikeouts per 9. He is ready. He could be Colorado's first true ace. No disrespect to German Marquez or Antonio Sensatella, but he could be the first Rockies ace that's a top 5 pitcher in baseball, top 10 in a long time. And there we have it, another recap in the books. Today, I think, is a normal slate of games, so we should have a full-blown recap tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching and always supporting, and enjoy the web gems.
Ellinger lines it to center. Great sliding grab there by Alec Thomas. And he gets it back in quickly.
First pitch, runner breaks from third. De La Cruz fire home. The throw is there. The tag, he is out. De La Cruz on time, on target. They cut him down to the plate.
This one tapped. Hunter's like tired of infield hits, so he's going to try and make the play himself, and he does.
Popped up, Cabrera in foul territory, giving it a run, and he makes the play. Pretty play by Oswaldo Cabrera.